I'm Shane. This is Abby. And what are we going to do today, Abby?
The same thing we do every day, Shane. We're going to build some AI agents. Welcome back. We're the Admirals of AI, and we are in the Palace of the Dog. Welcome to our live stream.
And we're going to build some stuff. And so today I was actually on a car ride with a buddy a couple weeks ago and came up with this idea where we wanted to be able to take a picture and just have it tell me what I could sell that for. It seems a lot of people have old useless stuff that isn't useful to you, but maybe might be useful to somewhere else or someone else. So let's build something that can take a picture, give us a price that we might be able to sell it for. And ideally we just turn that into an MCP server. So you all can just hook it up to Claude Desktop and, use it, or Cursor, or whatever you want to, whatever MCP client you're using these days. But with that, let's build some things.
Yeah, let's do it. I will share my screen. Infinites. Oops. So as you know, yesterday we were working on Admiral.
Yo, dude, I'm going to tell you the same thing I've told you yesterday. Got to click that hide button.
Oh, yeah. And I gotta do more clicks.
Let's go. A few more clicks.
A
few more clicks of Zoom.
I am using Warp. If you like Warp, it's tight.
And we just got back from the gym, so we're
drinking Fairlife. 10x developers drink Fairlife.
Got to get that core power in your life,
Okay, let's create another master project.
And we are not sponsored, but if we were, you know where to find us.
Yeah, like Celsius, you never know. 10x engineers drink Celsius too, just saying.
All right, let's build a new master project. What are we doing?
Well, what are we calling this one? We gotta give it a cool name.
We have only a few people here so far, so if you have any ideas for what we should call this.
Classified.
Classified, there you go. Let's
do
it. Classified.
Like that?
I don't know. Sure. Classified.
Sure. All right, we're installing depths. So are they listening? Are they hearing this music too?
Yeah.
Oh, is it annoying?
Well, the person yesterday said they liked it.
Oh, nice.
We'll turn it down a little bit.
Do hip hop. I'm curious.
Yeah, we're still learning this stuff, everybody. So for the 9 of you watching right now, got no music. Maybe
no hip hop, I guess.
Well,
doesn't like hip hop. Oh,
there we go. We'll just keep it low. If you think the music sucks, please tell us.
Let's use OpenAI today.
It is called, Vibe Code Hour. So I feel like a little music gives it some vibes.
Yeah, it needs vibes for sure. Too bad you can't play actual music.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are not famous enough to have the rights to use that music.
If only,
someday.
If only.
Okay, so we created a new master project. Let's jump in and let's look at some code. We're going windsurfing.
We always windsurf around here.
I mean, sometimes I cursor, but
I curse
when
all
I
the
don't
time.
when I don't cursor, I windsurf.
Okay, so right off the bat, there's something cool with OpenAI. I need to make an agent. So this really cool thing with OpenAI is they have these provider tools, and provider tools are for example, OpenAI has web search as a provider tool, and that's in the AI SDK. It gets exposed that way.
Yo, Yuli, you said turn it up. Turn up the microphone or turn up the music. Let me know. Let me know. All right, keep going.
So let's first get our master shit going. Also, why is this thing so big? Okay. And so I'll make our classified agent. Give it a name, classified agent. We'll get back to the instructions. I don't give a shit about that right now. Let's get OpenAI from AI SDK in here, solid. And we'll probably just use GPT-4o to start, but we need to use the responses model. Now, people always ask me, Avi, what is the responses model? And I always tell them, I have no fucking clue, but I just know that if you want to get these provider tools, you got to use it. So then the tools here are pretty chill. So we can do like web search. We can do OpenAI tools web search preview, and you can do some things in here. I'm not going to. Let's do a general thing. All right, so now we have our agent. We'll come back to the instructions like I said earlier. Let's just grab. What I like to do, what Shane and I both like to do, is when we start projects, starting is always the hardest part, right? So we try to get ourselves into what we call the iteration loop, where we kind of have this plumbing going on, so we don't have to like, worry about it. So we're just setting that up first so we can just keep iterating. Oh yeah, we're sponsored by Principles of AI Agents. This is the only thing we're sponsored by, actually.
It's because our co-founder wrote it.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we're sponsored by YC.
We are not officially sponsored
Not
by
officially.
YC. This is an unofficial promotion. Legal team, don't get in my DMs and Slack, please.
Honestly, this is not even my YC glasses. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, but
mine's over there.
But there's different ways to get into this iteration loop. If you're more of a front end guy, you probably want to just get into the UI of the dev playground. Abby, I've seen you many times. You're not always in the UI. A lot of times you'll write a test and you'll use that. You'll just run, jest test, and that's your iteration loop. So, whatever find your thing, do your thing. We're gonna try to use the UI, and if we get, if we decide we need to, write a actual test, we'll use that instead.
That's what I didn't put in. Environment variables.
Every day, you got to learn the hack, dude. You got to have the shortcut command to just copy the old environment variable from the last. Well, you had one from yesterday. Just
but I was using Anthropic. I'll be RBs.
All right.
How do I? 1 second.
We are up to 39 people.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hello, welcome.
For those of you joining us, so we're trying to build essentially an MCP server that if you send it an image, it will give you a rough price of what you could sell that item for. We're going to try to do some web research, see if we can figure out, what might we be able to sell this backpack or this picture. What could we sell this picture for? We're not selling that. That's not for sale. Yeah, but if we were, what is that going to sell for?
The Palace of the Dog is not for sale.
Funny story about this picture. We just found it.
Yeah, in the trash. It was literally the trash. It's priceless though.
One person's trash is our treasure. So
yeah, I knew it, like when I got it, I was like, dude, this is so worthless. What am I gonna do with this? And then now it's like the most important thing.
This is in every stream forever.
Okay, now.
Okay, but we're building this application. We want to launch it as an MCP server, so you all can have a URL. You could actually test it, put it into Claude Desktop, Cursor, Windsurf, whatever, and you could send it an image and hopefully get back a price. That's the goal. Is it gonna work? We'll find out.
Hey, that's my kind of agent.
All right. So what's up?
Now let's write some instructions. So let's just BS some of this. You are the world's best product broker, like a broker, or
yeah. What would you call someone? Chat, if you're listening, what would you call someone?
A grifter.
What would you call someone who sells a lot of stuff on eBay or Facebook Marketplace? What are those people?
My dad. You're the world's. I don't know. You're the world's best seller of random items.
There you go.
Users ask you to help price their useless items. Let's just go, maybe they're not useless. They're items.
Okay.
Please search. And first we're...
Pawn shop owner.
Oh.
Nice.
You are the world's...
Dude, Ben, welcome. I'm supposed to have a call with you in 45 minutes. It might be a few minutes
Who's
late.
Ben? Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Always game time? Hey, I saw your stream yesterday. That was cool.
Fellow streamers.
Yeah.
With way more experience.
Yeah, dude, we're novices right
and
here.
I will already, there's one, put one in this. Dude, we're going to start a swear jar.
Swear jar. Ooh.
We're starting a swear jar because
I
like free drinks and Abby's going to buy me drinks. So yeah, every time Abby swears, we're gonna put money in the swear jar. And but for those of you here, we try to be safe for work. I don't know if we're always gonna be safe for work.
Definitely not though.
Because I can't control him, unfortunately. I've tried. Okay, let's build this agent.
So this is the naive thing. Maybe use multiple search queries to find the best price. And I'm curious if OpenAI alone is this search tool is alone, right? Will work. So let's fucking see. Yeah. Oh,
swear jar.
God, dang it! Dang it! What? How do they? Don't they? Dog Gamut? Isn't that a Midwest?
Yeah. I mean, I don't label me as that, but yes, I've heard it. We need to someday we'll get a soundboard so I can hit something every time you swear. It's just So okay. Someone who's smarter than me, tell me how to do that.
Okay, so then our playground is only single modal, right, in terms of text. So we'll have to do this differently after I do this search. But let's say a new, how much is a new bicycle?
Can you make that just a click bigger? Give me a click.
Dude, how many clicks you need, dude?
I need 2 clicks. There we go.
It didn't call the tool though.
Yeah, so we should have seen it call the tool. It didn't. It's using its knowledge. We need to make sure it always calls the tool, right? We need to.
So I like doing this rules thing, and everyone got their own vibes, but these are the rules, right?
So one of the things, this is just a random thing that I've realized, you can actually make tool call required, but the problem is it seems to always just call the tool to the maximum number of steps. It just keeps calling the tool. So I think it just depends a little bit on the model, so it's just, we've had better luck if we just tell it the rules in the system prompt and then let it call the tool that way.
Cool, I just put 2 rules here. Yeah, I don't like tool call required.
It just doesn't seem to work for me. I don't know.
It never works for me.
If you all have gotten it to work, please tell us.
If you put max steps 10, let's say, and then you do tool call required, it will call that tool 10 times. So don't do it, honestly.
Yeah, but it will call your tool.
It will call it.
It just isn't going to do what you want.
Yeah, it's also annoying. Oh, okay. Sorry, it was a bicycle. No surprise. Oh, bicycle. It's not calling tool still. What did I mess up? What did I mess up? Or did I mess up? Using responses.
It's showing the tool in the UI, right?
Yeah.
Sure is. You need to give it the exact name. Maybe be more explicit. Yeah, try it in the prompt, and then we'll try to update the system prompt.
Try it in the prompt.
Yeah, just try it. Just
use the web search tool
and just see if it
search for dolphins.
You gonna buy a dolphin?
Maybe.
Still didn't do it.
Is this a bug?
And also, it pulled in information on Tyreek Hill.
It did call it though. I'm guessing. Actually, we have traces, yo. What are we doing?
Let's look. I don't think it. No, there's no tool call in there, dude. No, that one did. No, convert tools. It didn't actually call the tool. I don't think.
Why do these traces look all whack? Something wrong here too. Regressions. It didn't call it.
Yeah.
Stop. But no, it has. The thing is, it has sources though. So where is the tool call? Or maybe, Let me just add another. Let me just do something else too.
Yeah, great. Just create a new tool and see if it'll call it.
My tool. Thanks for providing nothing, Okay. Execute. I don't even care about the arts.
For those of you who just joined us, we are building. Well, our goal is we're building an agent that can do some research. The goal is if we give it a picture, go look up how much we could probably sell that item for, and then we're going to try to turn that into an MCP server so you all can play around with it in Claude Desktop. We're seeing how far we're going to get.
See, that's what a tool call looks like, right?
It's not like calling it behind the scenes, right? Because you're calling to OpenAI. It's not just like using it.
It should show up, or maybe it doesn't.
Does OpenAI just know to like?
It is like a provider tool.
It's a provider tool. You want to try a different web search tool and?
Yeah.
Like.
Let's try a different web search tool, like Tavili or something.
Yeah, let's see if we can
I have a Tavili account.
We're about to create one if you don't.
Ooh, I do got one. Pay as you go, baby. So I have no credits. That's great. That's fine. Whatever.
I mean, I wouldn't show your key.
I'm not gonna show it.
Because if you had any credits, they would be gone soon.
They would be gone. I guess I need to not share and then set this up. So I'll be back.
For those that are unfamiliar, I'm Shane and this is Abby. We're from Mastra. We just like to build AI agents using Mastra, trying to show you how to do it. And if you do have any questions or anything along the way, please drop a message. We will try to read all the chat and just drop a comment either. I think we're on X, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you're at. Just drop a comment and we can see it.
Tavili cores. Okay.
All right, so we're going to install we're going to install an npm package and grab an API key.
Yeah, I'm just doing that.
And then we will get back to the regularly scheduled broadcast of the code here.
Okay, and then now I can share again.
Ivan, you are welcome, and thank you for watching the stream.
What up?
All right, we're back.
Okay, so I do need to npm install Tavili core. That was my Tavili. I just pasted my API key.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Party foul.
Party foul.
You gotta go reset. Can you reset? Can you
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not really tripping about it because I have 0 credits. So.
Okay, so we got a comment. Used Mastra at a hackathon and struggled with how to test voice agents in the UI.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we know, dude. That's on the roadmap. We're working on it. It's literally, we talked about it today. So I feel you. We are working on it though, for sure. Ideally, honestly, we're gonna have trouble testing even images in the UI as well. Like we're trying to build this where you can, for those of you just joining, take an image, it gives us a price. The agent goes and does the research, tries to tell you what you could sell that item for. Images in the Playground UI it's not going to work very well either. So we will work our way around it, but multimodal capabilities in the Playground are coming, and it's pretty high priority for us. Ivan, can you give me a little more information? What do you think about the dynamic generation workflow? If you could tell me a little bit more about what you're asking, I will we'll answer it. I'm not exactly sure what you mean.
Search.
And for those of you just joining, we're pretty new to this, but we've heard some good things about the music. Tell us if you hate it. Tell us if you like it, and we will we'll basically take a straw poll here and see if we keep the music or not. But I kind of like it. Gives good vibes.
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing, dude?
Sorry, you were just saying. I was just getting Tavili set up here.
Okay, so we're creating a search tool.
Expected, yeah. Some options. I don't care what the options are now. So this is not having. This is return results. Answer results. I don't know what this looks like, so let's just return answer. And let's log this. I don't know what the fuck this is. Sorry, jar. Okay, so that's cool. All right. I turned my Hello World tool into this one. That's great. So, now some dev again. Bada bing, bada boom. So let's see. Use Tavili search to find dolphins. Hey, that's cool. No!
It did not work.
That's okay, because it did work. I just didn't have an answer or something, but I have results.
Okay.
That's pretty sick, dude. Tavili, good one. Let's just return the results. Yo, search for dolphins. Which one will it call? It's so ambiguous that I just did.
It might have done the OpenAI.
I think it is calling OpenAI, because look at these.
Yeah, I think it's happening kind of behind the scenes.
That's just a bug then. We're not showing the tools.
Okay, so some questions in the chat. Any improvements for Agent Network in the near roadmap? Absolutely.
Yeah, we worked on it this morning.
Yeah, Agent Network's also another big thing that we are working on. So, Tony, if you're listening, people are asking about it. Would be awesome if we could add custom UI to generate tool calls like generative UI and AI SDK. Maybe soon. Wait, there's
Simon from Assistant UI is coming over in like 2 hours to hang out, and
yeah, we use Assistant UI for this, so
we can talk to him about it.
We also, been working with some people from Copilot Kit too. So yeah, there's some things in the works.
Yeah.
Persistent snapshot for saving and loading from the database for workflows.
I don't understand the question.
In X state, it's really make.
You got to rephrase the question.
Yeah, Ivan, I think I have some ideas of what you're asking about. If you're asking about like dynamically being able to generate workflows in the new workflows vNext, you can kind of do that, right?
Yeah.
So you can dynamically generate workflows. If you looked at the vNext documentation, that might be what you're looking for, but otherwise re-ask the question and we'll try to answer it.
All right, let's get back to work.
Yeah, let's get back to work. There's some more questions. We'll take some time in a few minutes to catch up on questions. All right, what do we got here?
So okay, now we have our Tavili search tool working. We have OpenAI, I guess, also working. So let's go back to the pricing of things. So let's, which one do you want to roll with? Like Tavili or both or whatever?
I mean, we can see where the OpenAI one gets us. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll just keep this here.
Comment it and come back to it.
Okay, so then it's like, how much would my used bicycle go for? Oh, I don't know, 1996 Schwinn. It's definitely calling the tool. Okay.
$599. It's an expensive bike.
Yeah.
$1,000. Schwinn. All right.
Schwinn, dude. The Schwinn Sidewinder. Whoa. Okay, so I think we're in a loop now. So let's turn this into an MCP server. Just also get rid of this stuff. So let's make another folder here, MCP. And just this. I'm going to import MCP server from Mostra MCP, which I have not installed yet. And now, who knows what we got to do now? So
yeah, if you are watching, are you all using MCP either in Cursor or Windsurf, or using any servers or Claude Desktop, anything like that, Claude Code? Curious if you all have installed an MCP server and using it. Okay, so we're creating our MCP server here. We're giving it a name.
We have the version. Then we just pass tools, right?
Yeah, we can just pass in whatever tools we want.
So I'm going to make this tool called Search and Analyze. And you can use the create tool from Mostra.
Are you just going to call out to your agent?
Yep.
All right. So we are going to basically wrap an agent in an MCP server.
Yep.
Rafik, to answer your question, asking how are people integrating Mastra in their project? Is it supposed to be standalone or is it supposed to be kind of bundled in an existing project? The answer is people are using it for both. We build it standalone so you can deploy your agent separately from your front end. There are people that are building mobile apps or desktop apps or web apps, and you might need to access an agent from multiple front ends. So you can deploy it and run it completely separately. Or we also have a guide if you're using something like Next.js and you just want to bundle it together. So we have people using it both ways.
I just realized that we have this MCP, like this, technically this is all you need to do for to create an MCP server, really. But we need to also serve it, right? So let's go put this into Mastra. Oh wait, it's not there because I need to get on the alpha version. So let's do that. We just released, so yeah, like in our next stable release, you'll be able to just deploy an MCP server within your Mastra instance. So then, boom, there you go. So let's do that.
Yeah, Dave, TypeScript monorepos have challenges for sure, especially imports and what TS config you're using, and and how you're managing packages. We are trying to do more to make monorepo support better. There's only so much we can do, but there is more we can do there. But it's a unique challenge. Even internally, we have a monorepo and we deal with a lot of headaches around that. Pros and cons of monorepos.
Dude, yeah, it's just a B.
You caught yourself. Almost had another dollar in the swear jar.
The swear jar makes me not become myself.
You got to do it. You just are paying for it.
Okay, monorepos fucking suck. Okay, but we still use them anyway.
Swear jar. Yeah, we still use them. Okay, so we have some things we released in our alpha. Our alpha channel is essentially just pre-stable release. It's we're still pre 1.0, so it ends up being a lot of times a lot of the same stuff, but we release the alpha consistently throughout the week. So every time we're shipping changes, it's in our alpha, and we're moving pretty quick. So there's sometimes a lot of things in our alpha that are not in the weekly release yet. If you use latest, you're getting basically our weekly release.
Where is it?
Can you automate the publishing of new alpha releases to NPM? Yeah, we
already do.
It's all automated. So every merge gets added to alpha. Right? That's how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, but where's my MCP servers, though? Did you screw this up? Yo, where's Daniel at? Hit Daniel up.
Yeah. We're gonna recruit. I'm gonna send him a link.
Yeah, get that fool in here. Oh, it's still here? It's because it's a snapshot version. That's why. How embarrassing. This snapshot version was deploy MCP server.
Aegon saying the latest release isn't published for some reason. Been trying to install the new Atmostra ingest package.
Yeah, because we haven't released it.
Yeah, I don't think that's released yet.
It's not unstable.
It's what?
It's not unstable.
It's not an alpha though either.
Alpha.
That's what he's saying. He's trying to get the alpha.
36 minutes ago was the last alpha. So maybe try soon. I don't know. Maybe ingest and get.
Are we not publishing? Maybe since it's new. Maybe we haven't published yet.
No, that's all. I don't know. That's a separate thing, and I'm not going to answer that right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, good call out. We will. We'll look at it
because we got to figure out how we're going to get this. We can. Maybe I'll just download this snapshot version, which is whack. This way. What version is it? It's like at deploy MCP server. All right. This is gonna be so annoying, dude. Okay.
If only we waited till it was released to show it off.
I know. This is our fault. So
Yeah. Well, that's why we do it live.
that's what we do live. Snapshot. I think I need master core. MCP as well.
Yeah, no worries, Egon. Ask away. We try to answer some of things as we go, but sometimes when we are hitting errors as we always do, nothing ever works the first time.
No, nothing ever works the first time. That's the tag, yo. Okay, sure.
There
Sorry.
we
All right. Frustration gone. Except now I have to do it for all the other ones. Ward, if you're listening to this, Ward, we need that update command, bro. Mastra update, please.
I invited Daniel. I don't think he wants to join.
He doesn't want to come?
No, he hasn't responded. He's ignoring us.
Yeah, he's ashamed. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh yeah, Daniel's on our team, and Ward is. If you didn't know that, these are our teammates.
Yeah, well, you'll probably see him if you hang around a bit. We'll bring more people on.
Well, I'm sorry, Agon, if I came off rude or anything. I was just in. As you can see, I'm happy again because I'm out of that bullshit. What was he asking?
Swear jar.
God damn it.
Someone someday is gonna keep a counter for us and just be like.
Actually, this is a tangent. But it's also okay. If you want to play a really fun drinking game, okay, all of y'all watching, you want to play this really fun drinking game? There's a TBPN episode, Technology Bros podcast, right? The one where Guillermo comes on. If you take a shot for every time the word product is said, you'll take 14 shots. So if you really want to get drunk, watch that episode. We played the game. That's how we know.
We all lost.
We all lost. All right, sorry. This is kind of sandbagging. Okay, cool. Now we're all good.
Okay, after that detour, we are now ready to try this again.
Okay. Now,
so thanks for going on the detour with us.
MCP servers. Thank God, dude. Losing my mind. MCP server. Okay, cool. So technically, once this is running, you can see right here. MCP server, registered tool, search and analyze the web and stuff. Or no, just search and analyze. Initialize MCP server. Yo, isn't it okay? I was gonna say that's sick because we haven't done anything yet, but just to get into this motion was sick. So now I need to take this MCP URL and then put it into my Claude desktop or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, how do we do that? Open up Claude. Do you know how to do this?
Everyone's looking at all your history. Anything good? Nothing good. It's all like technical questions.
I don't know.
I was hoping for some juicy,
dude. Well,
like you talk to like a therapist. I didn't see anything. So,
dude. Well, my AI girlfriend's on ChatGPT, so that's why.
That's
why I didn't see anything.
Separation of work and personal.
Claude for code. Girlfriend for ChatGPT for girlfriend.
Yeah, there's a settings. Maybe go down in the bottom corner. Settings, I think. Yeah, where is it? Someone. Yeah, I've done it before.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why I'm. Look a brother up.
Yeah, let me look. Let me see. Let me get it opened over here on my screen. We will.
Why is this here? It's something.
Okay, go into the top menu and go to Claude. Go to settings.
Where?
Up here, settings. There you go, and then go to developer.
Oh. Edit config.
Yeah, and then it's gonna just give you the file. You gotta open that.
Damn, that's lame, dude.
Yeah, they don't have the best UI.
Also, I don't want this.
Well, you had the art. You were doing the art thing.
Oh yeah,
a while back.
Back
right?
when this thing came
back when
out.
it first came out.
It never worked either.
Yeah.
Anyway, So then now I can put my stuff in here?
Yeah, you should be able to drop your config in that, and then hopefully we can talk to it. So a couple more questions. What's the best use case of Mastra in a complex code base? I don't know, that's really tough, because that's like asking what's the best use case of a website. It's like, because you can build AI agents, you can build agentic workflows. So we have people building, adding features to SaaS applications or shipping chatbots, or really anything you could build an AI agent for so it's kind of tough to answer that question.
What do we call the Swagger thing? I want to see what the Swagger UI. All right, let's see the MCP. So we need API MCP servers, server ID, MCP servers, and then minus.
Classic. Is it whatever you exported, right?
Yeah, which is this thing.
It's just called MCP server. Yeah.
Okay. Now what? That's it?
I think you got to probably restart Claude. I mean, from everything that I've seen, I always had to restart.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the best. I like you, Claude.
Oh, I legit have to.
Yeah, you got to restart the whole app. I mean,
like
you would kind of close it.
That's dumb though.
I know. Come on, Claude, up your game. You invented the protocol. At least you know it's trying to load it.
At least it's doing something. Maybe my URL thing is wrong.
Invalid type, string, received undefined. Invalid type. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Expected string, received undefined. Message required.
Expected a string.
Is that what it is? Is it URL? Is that what it's?
I don't know. Let's ask. What if we ask Claude itself?
How do I do it?
Also, this BS.
Man, where is Daniel? He should be helping us. Daniel, if you're listening, where are you?
We can ask Tyler.
Ooh. Tyler's another person on our team. They're both in a huddle. They're in a huddle.
Oh, they're working together.
They should both be coming.
Tell them to both come on.
I wish they didn't know they were getting in the stream until they got in.
I know, it'd be like a
surprise. We're live.
I'm just gonna ask Claude. Yo, is this the right MCP config or something? So what error did we get? Cannot load app settings. Invalid type received command. Oh, but there's no command. This is a HTTP.
Yeah, but is it?
Oh, let's look this up. Claude HTTP.
MCP is what? It's the new like HTTP.
SHTTP.
SHTTP.
And then just like Claude desktop maybe?
Maybe Claude Desktop doesn't support it. No.
That seems dumb though. Because it's their protocol, yo.
I mean, try it in Cursor too. I mean, we could look at what is like Smithery or something, Maybe someone from an MCP registry come help us. Smithery, where are you at?
The command is required.
MCP run, where are you at?
Actually, start, but it's obviously the tool's all messed up.
Well, I'll do some looking here and
This looks like a valid MCP configuration.
Well, thank you, but that's not very helpful. I don't want. As you can see, we struggle sometimes.
It's okay.
Oh, whoa! All right.
Oh,
all right.
Daniel's here.
Daniel's here. All right, dude. We have questions. You may or may not have answers, but we're gonna find out.
What up, dude?
Are you here?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, am I in it now?
I guess so.
I think you're live. Let me make sure that people are not getting like too much feedback here. Okay.
174 people. Welcome.
Yeah, they're watching us struggle, and we need some help.
Oh, you needed a third person to help you struggle with?
Yeah.
That's all. That's what we do every day.
Where's Tyler at? We invited him. Too.
Yeah, I was just talking with him, and then we're like, oh,
yeah.
you messaged both of us. Let's head over there.
Yeah. Can you send him that link that I sent you?
Oh, yeah.
Just shoot him that link. We'll get him in here. Why not? But the more the merrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make it a party.
Yeah. Okay.
How many people does it take to set up an MCP server?
Hey, chat, you wanted to get in on this? Let's get as many people in
Yeah,
here.
dude, who else wants to get in on this?
So while Daniel also invites Tyler to this party, for those of you that are just joining or have joined since you're watching us struggle, we had the idea we want to essentially be able to take a picture of something and have an agent that will be able to then do some searching, look up that information, and give us a price. And then we want to make that an MCP server so someone could plug that into Claude Desktop and send it an image and say, hey, I got this vacuum over here. What could I sell this for?
Yeah.
This is becoming a very expensive meeting. Dave, yes. That nothing like rubbing that in on us, I guess. Yeah.
Hey, Tyler's here.
Tyler, you're coming in.
I'm still waiting for my champagne too.
It's actually becoming a very expensive meeting for Abby too, because we started this swear jar, and every time he swears, he has to put money in the jar.
I know.
So, all right.
I don't know what the count is. Right
Tyler and Daniel are, they're also on the master team, and we are running into problems. So we're phoning a friend.
Phone a friend.
And we have an MCP server running. We're using the newest snapshot, but we can't get Claude Desktop to access this server. Has anyone tried this? Do you guys have any ideas? Is this the right even API URL?
I think the API URL is fine.
Yeah, the URL is right. Do you get any? It doesn't show any errors or anything like that.
The error is that it's missing a command, right? But we're not.
Yeah, you should show the error.
Wait, is this using the new? Oh no, this isn't using the new route.
It is.
It should be.
Oh, then MCP should be added at the end.
Oh, but even then.
And then you want to remove
and get rid of the
first
first
one.
MCP.
Is this?
Yeah. Oh wait, are you?
Is that true?
Oh, this is probably an old snapshot. We're still working on this.
Oh yeah, I guess we haven't. Wait, but I don't think the other one has been merged either, has it?
No, I'm on your snapshot. I installed it.
Yeah, we installed your snapshot.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This is the we're doing things before things are released. This is like the preview for everyone watching. And
Yeah, I think what happened is we published that snapshot and then we did a bunch of work on this since then.
Oh well.
I think that stuff. Who cares about that, right? Like, because this version was working in terms of the URL, right? Like the issue here, if I like start Claude again, right? It's complaining that
What do we got? Command is required.
command is required.
Claude Desktop does not support.
That's what I was
That's
worried about.
what
That's
it
what I was
was.
worried
Yeah.
about. That's why we called you in here to tell us that
But Windsurf.
we wanted to call you in here so you could tell us something we could have easily Google searched in 2 minutes.
So there are like proxy CLIs you can use for this. So you'll give it a URL and it'll route it through like a standard in-out transport. I can't remember what it is. It's been a while since I used it, but
Can we just do this in Cursor?
Yeah, you probably use Cursor, right? Is it supported in Cursor?
Yeah, this.
it is. Yeah.
All right, let's make a Cursor. Let's make a Cursor config.
Well, I don't use Cursor.
Well, you got to just install it as a global on Windsurf.
Is it?
Yeah, go to Windsurf settings. Windsurf settings. Where is the file? There's a file somewhere. You know where any windsurfers around?
Donde está?
It's there. There's a Tyler. You built the CLI that installs the. There it is.
So let's add a server.
There we go. Add a custom server. You got all. Those are
What the fuck?
configuring. Swear jar.
Yep, swear jar. Okay. Classified URL. That the update. Is it good?
I don't know. There's a refresh on that back on that screen.
Oh.
So I think this lets you. This one at least you don't have to restart. Claude Desktop you got to restart.
Is it here?
Up top, right there. Refresh. And see if it shows up. No server URL.
Okay.
Oh.
It's a different.
So it's not just URL. It's server URL.
How do I edit this? Where'd it go?
View raw config. Go down a little. View raw
Yeah.
config.
Server URL. Could that have been the same thing for Claude Desktop or no?
But I don't think Claude Desktop supports it. I think I remember that.
Oh, okay.
Tyler, correct me if I'm wrong.
That was my understanding too. I'm gonna see if they added it.
It's refreshing or something. Is it working? I don't know. Oops, wrong thing. I don't know.
It's a whole lot of nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just loading in there. This is this is
Is it the same error?
Nope. Failed to start SSE client.
There you go. Yeah,
was
I
like-
think this is probably like all the work that we did since then. We probably need a new snapshot.
God damn it. Okay,
Like
that's
this
cool.
close to merging it. We were just pairing on it.
Oh well,
Oh, but I guess we would still thank you for that.
Yeah, Gemini says Claude Desktop supports server URL. Okay, cool. I know they didn't used to, but maybe they have since released that. Sounds like it's not going to work anyway.
But we can do a new snapshot, right? So
So the other thing too is these clients might not support streamable HTTP, and I think our MCP server by default might be using it.
Yeah, it does. It does default to use that. It doesn't use SSE. So, didn't Cursor add support for streamable HTTP, or did I just make that up?
I don't know.
We can add 2 routes though on the Mastro server, so you can have a /SSE/ just MCP.
This just became an MCP, a meeting on how we're
Yeah, now it's an
gonna.
MCP meeting.
Now we just have another a live MCP meeting of the Mastras.
All right, get out the whiteboard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we need to
We'll come back to the MCP part. Yeah,
Yeah.
we still have a lot to build in other
Yeah,
things.
we'll just build the agent that
Yeah.
does it, and then if we can't get the MCP part working, we will just hook it up to some front end.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call an audible here, but appreciate the resident MCP experts coming in and telling us, like I said, what we could probably have Googled and got around to finding,
Anytime.
or what we
maybe-
could ask Gemini, as Aegon so nicely did for us.
We can go try to finish or make a new PR snapshot, and we'll let you know how.
Maybe
if we
we'll
get
still be
far
on
enough.
at that time. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll just keep this thing going.
All right, you two, let us know.
All right. See you
All right,
guys.
Sounds good. Be it.
Yeah.
That was cool. Oh, they're still on, but that was cool.
Yeah.
Hey, does the chat like that? Should more teammates come in,
Yeah.
even though it's expensive, as Dave said?
Yeah. Dave reminding us how expensive of a meeting this is. Yes. But
Honestly.
if we get to the right answer quickly, it was a useful meeting, maybe.
Yeah, let's answer. Okay, we're gonna pivot.
Yeah. So
a little bit.
let's not care about MCP. Let's build an agent that can actually accomplish what we wanted it to do, and then we'll just hopefully be able to at some point wire up some kind of front end.
Mhm.
Could be Claude Desktop. If at some point maybe it'll be some kind of really simple vibe coded app since we're not front end guys.
100%. So let's make we'll just use our agent now instead of exposing it through MCP. So let's make like another file.
I mean, because we would want the agent, we'd want to be able to call the agent and get structured output back, right?
Mhm.
You'd want to say we want like a
Yeah.
price, low price, high price, and then maybe like estimated price in that range or something. I think,
Yeah, let's just write a script to start.
yeah.
Let's
Just
let's import Mastro because we exported it.
and then we can just send them.
So,
send an example image.
I believe
in the
there was
script.
a question, right, about do you run it as a server or run it not as a server, as like embedded into your application. So what we've been doing is we've been playing it through a server, right? We show the playground, we're doing some stuff there. Even our MCP, what we wanted to do was a server. Right now, what I'm about to do when I'm running this script is I'm just running Mastra with the back end itself. Like this is all the server APIs are here. So I am embedding it, aka my main function here is my Next.js application, and then I'm using Mastra within it. This is what, if you catch my drift, okay.
So we just need to get our agent,
And then
and then we can call generate or stream on that agent. and we're going to need to pass in, I guess start with just a question, right?
Yeah. Well, I actually was thinking we should pass a role user
You're going to pass the image.
and then content.
Yeah.
What is content again? Can be string or array? Some bullshit like that.
Yeah, I think an
Got it.
array. Good
Image.
Yeah.
And then what is this? Image, and this could be like a buffer or
is
URL.
Is it like a base64 encoded or something? URL, yeah, maybe that would work.
Let's try URL.
To a local file. So we'll need like a test.
Or I'll just get it from the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
there you
I?
go. Yeah, you should be
Is
able
that
to.
true?
Yeah, I think so. Find an example image of something.
A Schwinn bicycle.
Schwinn bicycle.
I need to know how much this Schwinn costs, bro.
We'll see how accurate it is. See
I
if
need
we
this Schwinn in my life. Whoa.
Sandpiper. This is a sweet looking bike.
Whoa. Look at this. So copy image address. The Schwinn, baby.
And now we can, we'll be able to see how close it is to actually giving us a price. It's probably going to be not even close.
Probably not. What is the suggested price for this item? Then in our second param, we're going to add output. Oh, wait, it has to do tool call. Experimental output. Because we need to do tool calling as well as structured output at the same time. Why is it called experimental output? Well, I would ask AI SDK why everything calls experimental, but
Yes.
we are going to use it anyway.
Yeah, so Master's built on top of AI SDK, so anything you can pass into some model call or an LLM call in AI SDK, you can pass in through Master as well. So we can pass in experimental output. The reason we're doing this is because you have to, otherwise you'd have to call and get the tool results and then generate the object. You can't do something that both does tool calls and generates a structured output in the same generate call. But if we do it this way, we use experimental output, then we can. Maybe V5, it won't be experimental anymore.
Yeah, maybe V5 will, all those things will get
Yeah,
dropped.
anyone is familiar with AI SDK, we should talk to them.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to call this main. If I go back, we're not going to be on the server anymore because who cares? I'll just use Bun. We're not sponsored by Bun, but hey, Bun,
But if we were,
YC, baby. Source index. Smells like Mario. But it's not.
MCP parser not found.
It's because of I know why. It's because of the MCP server that we added.
So let's just get rid of it.
Yeah. Let's just not deal with that right now. Or maybe it's not. What? I don't care.
Try.
Oh! God damn it.
You just open AI key.
Yeah, it's because so Bun is typed because it's it also does these niceties, like it's your .m for you, etc. I'm just gonna call .m, I guess. In the shit. Work! Oh, yeah. Then I have to actually pass the config in, right? What does this thing do again? Path. It's because of the import. Like if I did this. I'm stupid. I'm also doing something stupid, but I'm just trying to hack my way to victory. That doesn't work either. I'm probably doing something wrong, so I'm just not going to do it this way.
Someone said you can pass --env -file to TSX.
Awesome.
As well.
Thank you, dude.
Thanks.
--env.
--env -file, and then probably the path to the file, I would guess. Equals, yeah. .end.
Oh, it's equals.
You know, I mean, we'll see if that might work.
Hey,
it's doing
is it
some
working?
stuff.
Oh, it did.
Well, we got a different error. That's good.
No error. It actually did something.
Okay. No,
Except-
you get some output.
Got some output. I just didn't do something. Let's do it again. Result dot. Let's do object. Also do result dot text, which will probably be the JSON of it. So let's do it again. Thank you for that, Egon.
Yeah. Swarnim and Aegon. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Is that a swear jar here or not?
Hell yeah.
I don't think so.
Nah.
I think that's allowed. That one doesn't count. I'll let you free pass.
So they're saying the Schwinn should be $499, right?
Let's.
But
Find the right. Is that it? That doesn't even look like the right.
is it though? No.
No, but it's using it as a comparison, I guess.
Maybe.
But that's, you know,
Oops, sorry.
there's probably no clear brand name on the. There's no clear brand name on that bike, you know, so it's maybe hard to determine what model it is,
Yeah.
you know. Maybe find one that has, you know, that I can determine more easily. I mean,
Like a product?
let's find another product.
Like a sponge?
Whatever you want, dude.
A sponge? That's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Sponge.
99 cents.
It better be shit.
What is this?
I want to try Tavili too. I want to see if the search is better or what we get.
Natural sea
6?
sponge. Product sea sponge.
How much money? $6 for a sponge, dude? Whoa.
Dude, $6
Wow.
for that sponge. That's not the same sponge, but
He went back to Slack for something. Here. Yeah. $6 for the sponge. What about this one? $6.
I guess that's the going. That's kind of expensive. The
Interesting.
going prices of sponges are higher than expected.
What I think
Okay.
is so cool is the ability to have a search API built in, right? Because we're not using some other service. We're already paying OpenAI credits. It's pretty cool just to leverage that. It's also cool to pass images via URL.
Yeah.
That's dope too. Okay, so now what?
What do you want to do next? I mean, we could test. We're already at an hour, so we could test Tavili if we want to compare.
Let's add Tavili into the mix and let's make the agent have to go to both search tools to come up with this answer. Also, it's not actually giving us any like recommendation. Right? It's just telling us some stuff. You must always use the search tool to find the best one. You must always use for comparison.
For those of you just joining us, we are trying to basically build an agent that can take an image and it'll go do some web searching and tell us the price of what that product's probably worth.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
All right, dudes. We got 2 of our search tools in. Let's go back to our script. What do you want us to look up now?
Let's look up
A Ferrari.
Let's look up a Ferrari. Let's look up some kind of like we're just at the gym, some kind of weightlifting equipment.
Ooh, okay.
Get a couple.
Which Ferrari should we pick? This is for me to purchase, you know. But or are we Lambo people? I remember I remember when the Laravel guy got a Lambo and he posted it on Twitter, and then Twitter blew up because they're like, "Oh crap, that's Lambo money."
I do not remember that, but
Does anyone else remember the Lambo event on Twitter? It was crazy. Lamborghini.
ooh,
Ooh,
yeah. I think it's Lambo time.
it's Lambo time. Look at this. This is bad. Is this Bruce Wayne's car?
No, green's not his style.
Oh yeah. Actually, this one looks tight. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
That one. Wait, that seems like a bad. Oh, no thanks.
A suggestion to use Gemini for the model and Firecrawl MCP. That's not bad either. You can
It's not bad.
you could scrape. You could certainly scrape using Firecrawl's MCP to grab content, and
Yeah.
especially if you wanted to like store that content later. Firecrawl's awesome for that too. So that could definitely work.
Did it call both though? I don't know.
Price. No commas in that price. That's hard to read. $608,000. That's all?
Is it a Revolto or whatever? I guess so. That's how it's searched.
I'm not a Lambo guy. I don't know.
Also, this is a Tavili search right here. This was a Tavili search. And I guess it's only being logged because I logged it in the tool.
But
So-
you have some sources on that.
Yeah, but let's actually say this. So when returning sources, let us know which, I don't know if it's going to do anything, but which tool was used to find the price. Also, we should format prices in dollars. And I believe I also made a mistake here because this is number.
Yeah, make that a string.
Yeah. Also, I want
Can we do a
description.
range? Can we do a range too? Like
Yeah.
low price, high price.
Low price, high price. So that's that.
Our music is oh, we're back. Let's change the vibe anyways.
All right, let's go for it again. Will it do what we said it'll do? We could do streaming if we wanted to know like what's going on.
Yeah,
I'm just lazy right
yeah,
now.
now we're just doing generate, so we gotta wait.
Looks like it. Oh, hello there. So it did. Okay, so it did the Tavili search, as we know. Also, Tavili is pretty cool, yo. Like, we could have tried Exa too, but anyway.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna do some other thing, and then it'll hopefully give us what we need. Maybe.
And we'll probably wrap up here pretty soon, but thanks for everyone who's joined. If you do have any comments or questions, I'm Shane. This is Abby. We're from Mastra. We're just building AI agents.
We're the admirals of AI.
That's
what we say.
I think we are all the admirals of AI.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
We are all.
We are all of us. If you're watching,
Monsters of movement, yo.
yeah, if you're watching, you're an admiral of AI.
Yeah. I think this is broken.
I think it's broke.
Yeah.
Answer null was the indication
Answer
for me
null.
that it did not work.
Well, we didn't get our answer. Is this a max steps thing? Potentially. Let's just debug if it is a max steps thing. I'm going to put max steps 10. We'll try it again. And then if it succeeds, that'd be great. I just don't know where it's getting hung up. Maybe it's in the OpenAI part that we can't see.
Potentially. Well,
Oh, it
there we
did.
go. And it gave us a range. That's a pretty tight range, but
The range is
it's like there's not a lot of wiggle room on this. You can negotiate. Not a lot of room to negotiate on this vehicle.
All right, well, there you go. Hey, if you want to help us get Lambos, dude.
I mean that in that price is just if that low price was just a few thousand less, it'd be in my price range.
Yeah. If it
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
$604,000 less.
Yeah, if it was $602,000 less, I could afford it.
All right,
So couple quick questions. Love to see some video, some vNext live sessions.
cool.
Yeah, let's do
You
that.
can do that.
Yeah, we'll do some vNext. Not familiar with vector DBs. What's the process of passing the context of mini files so all agents can share them? Yeah, I mean, vector
should do-
DB is probably the best way. Basically, you chunk the files, you create embeddings, you add them to a vector database, and then you do some kind of semantic search. That's the most common way.
We could do a live a vibe sesh where we bring my little brother Nick in here. It's very expensive, Dave. I understand, but he can teach a lot of people about vector DBs.
Yeah.
We can do some rag shit too.
By the way, what's up, Sam?
Yo.
He's got home.
He's back. All right.
Back.
Yeah, we're about ready to wrap up here. We kind of got it to work. We did not get the MCP stuff working. You know, Tyler and Daniel are on it. You know, they were going to ship some stuff, and we will show it soon.
Yeah. So is life.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.